Good afternoon, learning lovers. Hi, it's me, Angie from Learn Love Tarot, and I'm here tonight to bring you messages of your best and highest good. And especially today, I have a fun story for you. So, my notes are attached in the description box below because that's going to matter here. But as soon as I wrote, first of all, today is January 11th, the 111 portal we've all been waiting for and anxiously awaiting to end a cycle where the North Node is in Aries and the South Node is in Libra. We're still not quite there yet. We're at the 0 degrees, 0 minutes mark. But before we tick to that 29 degrees, 59 minutes of Pisces North Node and South Node and Virgo energy. But as I was writing my notes for today, today with the energy being justice of that 11 of just the day, that breaks down to 1 plus 1 is 2 of the high priestess. In addition, because today's full date 1 plus 11 plus 9 2025 adds up to a 21, it's a special path. It's a special path. So I put notes in the description box if you are part of that sub energy of life path threes. I put that in my community post so that you would have a little information on that. That world energy is the 21 card of the major arcana, the ending of a cycle. We reset to the 0 of the fool's energy to start a new journey. Okay. 2 plus 1 is 3 of the Empress. So normally on a 3-day, we would be seeing the path of surrender. With today being a special day, it doesn't reduce to a 12, it reduces to a 21. That's a special path or a sub path, and that is the path of connection. So as I was writing, I got the song Breathe Me. I didn't even know what song it was. I had to Google the lyrics because I could hear her singing it. I wasn't sure of the title or the artist, but it was familiar, and it was Breathe Me by Sia. And that is on an album. Looking at my notes here again, they're attached, Color the Small One. And that's about hope, survival, the struggles of feeling alone. Perhaps you felt alone. I want you to know you're not. Wanting to be known, wanting to be understood. Okay. It's a very vulnerable song, and it's, vulnerability there. I thought it was interesting that someone commented it's a unique song because it lacks the rhyme. It's just the story. Okay. And then she's being unfolded with the North Node in Pisces. That is the 12th house of the soul's journey. It's the house of our undoing, our unpacking. Okay. So being unfolded and kind of ready to be folded back up again, or maybe we're getting hung up and put on display for this new journey. We shall see. But as I was writing that information, I was getting a Queen of Cups energy feeling, and I wrote, quote, underwater, Mercury, murky, not Mercury, of course, usually has something to do with it. That's in 5 degrees, Sabian symbol of Capricorn, Indians rowing a canoe on water and dancing a war dance, joining forces by expediting personal power to avoid catastrophe and accomplish a difficult outcome. Okay. After I wrote, not sure, feelings are unclear because we've all been underwater. You don't see the same way that you do out of water. And I wrote a note, just hold your breath a little longer until you reach the top for your breath. So hang on tight. And then the song by Jackson Brown, Stay, Oh Won't You Stay Just a Little Bit Longer, came piping in. But before I even wrote that, just as I finished, just hold your breath a little longer, you reach the top we reach the top for our breath. You reach the top for your breath. There was a knock on the door. The neighbor accidentally opened up an Amazon package. I didn't order anything. They apologized for opening it. Happens. I've done it before too. But what I found was interesting here is the way I write my notes, I start at the top, I go down the right side, and then I kind of fill in space from right to left. It kind of reminds me of Japanese characters, columns moving right to left rather than left to right, how we read, how English readers read. So I found that this was very cool here, this crossing bridge. And I open it up. Normally, when decks come, it's all shrink wrapped. And then when you open the box, the book was on the top as per normal. But then inside, the cards are also shrink wrapped and normally face down. Well, look what was on the very, very top as I open this brand new deck. Just hold your breath a little longer until you reach the top for your breath. I mean, it doesn't happen like this every day. It's never happened to me before. I'm usually the one screwing up opening someone's package without looking at the address. I've taken plenty of packages over to people, but I went through and saged the deck. I wanted to show you what I saw. There's koi fish down here on the bottom. It's just a beautiful card, and it's the Fool's energy. So I don't know who sent this, but whoever you are, thank you so very much. It was very, very sweet. I'm going to go through and shuffle in the way that I normally shuffle when I get a brand new deck. Just going to separate the energies here, top to bottom, and just, hang out with me for a second while I do that. Okay. And I just was like, oh my gosh. So, in addition to that, the Jackson Browne song was from the album Running on Empty. So maybe you've been feeling drained. That's that, breathe song of of struggling, feeling alone. So I thought that was interesting. It's called Stay. And that came out in 1977. It was released in 1977, but recorded between August 17th through September 17th. The 17 of the stars have been coming out like crazy. It did in a client reading today multiple times as well. So that's cool, as well as we've seen 77 a couple times this week. This person also sent me some really cool bells. I have some that are similar, but not like this. They're really, really neat. And I'm so excited to get to use them. They're great for cleansing energy. And that made me remember that last night in our live, I talked about where I pulled the full card for the collective message regarding what we need to know or what we can expect in this nodal shift. Just wanted to flip over there. Can you stay just a little bit longer? 4 of Wands or 1111 card crossed by the Knight of Wands. There's some hot passion could be here coming in hot. And in this 4 of Wands, that is equal action taken by two people, whatever label you deem to put on that. Okay. All of the cosmos overview is in there, as well as all the symbols. So you can see what I see on my table as I pull cards for us all. Okay. Now we are at the sun symbol of 22 Capricorn, a general accepting defeat gracefully. The reconciliation process itself, not the outcome, holds the greatest importance. Ooh, I like how these shuffle. I love how they feel, the matte finish. Now, when I got these, I was like, these look so familiar. I know one of my girls has them, and Dawn used them on that reading that we did our last collab on. So maybe that's a message from Spirit we need to do one. You guys will have to let me know if you enjoyed that. The ones that saw it did let us know. So thank you for that. Maybe this is a nod to even go back and recheck those messages that we received. We did do an all signs on that. So I think I'll go back and look myself, because of course I want to pull up my chart and see What wanted to flip over there, the energy of today, the Empress. And we see this beautiful yellow glow around her, 9 of Pentacles. He's holding a watermelon, which always makes me feel like it's a party. May or may not involve vodka soaking into that watermelon, but nonetheless, crossed by surprise. I feel like this is absolutely this surprise, that Uranus energy coming in. And we've got, oh my gosh, Miss Marshall, we've got those orange roses and we've got the lavender roses surrounding her. Pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. So let's see where we go here today. We're at the integration, towards the end of the integration process with Venus, the planet of love and beauty, in her exaltation. She's where she likes to be, having the faith and determination to achieve our goals. Okay, and then Mars causing some havoc in our Cancer part of our chart. I know y'all been telling me. And that symbol for 28 degrees of the Sabian symbol is a modern Pocahontas. The understanding dawns, speaking of dawn, that we must find a way to reconcile and unite the past and the future. And then for me, when I wrote that card at the time, it felt like temperance energy, like a puzzle piece coming through here. Yeah, I think this puzzle piece is quite shocking. And again, with that lightning energy, revolution of Uranus. Okay. Good breath, everybody. Big breath. King of Wands on that split. We've been seeing a lot of him. Ace of Pentacles there coming through with this opportunity, this aha. Of course, on Monday, we have the full moon in Cancer. 2 more. I just heard the number 2. That's the number I rolled, and no one chose. That was never happened before, where no one chose the number. So I was like, that means it's a collective message for all of us. And sure as you know what, we got the full energy. Opened it up here today, and I was just like, no way. That's really, really cool. So tell me about this special path of connection today, please. Thank you, Spirit of the highest high, who love us all unconditionally. Whenever we are listening to this message, energy is cyclical. So we trust that when we are seeing this message, there's something in here we needed to know or that we needed to see, perhaps even to share with someone else. Okay. Wow. I love the shuffle. I wanted to see that for some reason. Ten of Pentacles. So, oh, there, I just looked for that card last night. A dog with sunglasses. It ended up being Sagittarian energy towards the end of the degrees. So, I'll have to look at the exact, but it was in the 20s, and it was a children with a dog with sunglasses was the Sabian symbol. So let's see where we go here. Our theme is 10 of Pentacles. Y'all are coming out as the tower. So we are experiencing this shift, this change of cycle. There's a braid down the tower. There are only 2 people. There's a masculine and a feminine, our yin and yang, falling off the tower. The tower destroys and brings things to the ground in order for us to rebuild and have a new start. And there's all these kind of sticky vines, and that braid is reminding me of the 3 of Wands in my Mystic deck. It's like Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair. She was being held in the tower and used for her hair. I forget the story. You guys will have to let me know. But I only remember that she had to spin her own hair. But isn't that how she escaped? she uses her own talents, or maybe we just get the news that where we were is no longer where we're going to be, obviously, with that nodal shift. Okay, let's keep going here to get some more context. The situation is a Six of Pentacles. Now, this is a new deck to me, so I'm reading intuitively and, of course, with the themes of the original deck. So there's a bunch of beetles here bringing in 5 pentacles, and then this figure, the situation is being revealed to you, but it's something that you have. There's things coming around you and coming towards you, but it's like this 6th pentacle that you hold, this piece that you hold. There's also a white cat, maybe Eskimo kisses, something about the nose, on the nose, or this is something that you know or have felt coming. Our opportunity here. Thank you, Spirit. Our special 21, the path of connection. So this might be quite a shock. And there is a connection being shown here in this world energy. In order for us to have the new beginning of the Fool, an old cycle of energy is completing, and we're seeing that dancing energy here. Liz talked about that last night. There's bells underneath their feet. And I also talked about dancing on our long co-created message from the universe with y'all helping me on that live. We indeed saw bells last night in the Fool card. And she has one foot on one of these bells. Maybe they're gourds, but I saw bells, so I am going. They bring their golden bells for you and me. That's Natalie Merchant. And these are kind of trumpety flowers here facing down, looking like bells, and they ring their golden bells for you and me. I forget what song that is. And they ring their golden bells for you and me. I'll have to look that up. Can't you hear the bells? They're ringing. Can't you hear the angels singing? They're saying, glory, hallelujah, something for you and me. Are you in a twist of fate here, balancing? You've learned the lesson. You've learned how to fall gracefully. You know that rebuilding is only a sign that we get to complete another lesson. The opportunity is this lesson to be complete. The situation is there's this one last key piece, but maybe we were expecting it to come from somebody else. And we didn't realize, a little bit of Wizard of Oz, clicking your red heels here. We didn't realize that we already contained. Now, beetles, depending on what kind of beetle it is, can depict past life soul connection energy. Very old energy, something that has been an old pattern that you had the key piece of, is helping you end this cycle, bringing in this opportunity of the Fool to start new. In the recent past, we were doing some healing, doing our healing work. Maybe we were trusting the fear and giving into the fear of that's the wolf we were feeding, instead of the loyalty of the dog of the heart. He is eating this 4th sword. It's like breaking down that barrier. I eat swords for breakfast. I eat change for breakfast. Very Scorpio energy there. Okay. And the devil at the heart of the reading. This is some kind of fear that we had in the past. We are healing that fear. That's what this is all about. Shedding that skin, lighting that itch bay on Irefay. It looks like lighting that devil itch bay on Irefay. We didn't know that we had the power all along to do it. Okay, near future energy of the Chariot. Energy picks up, and I'm getting those dun 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 Barracuda. Now, I feel like I remember that something about that song was where they were very upset with their producer. They got kind of scammed or something they weren't happy with, told one thing or given another. And instead of boohooing and crying about it, they wrote a song that got their feelings out, right? Four of Swords book ending this. You're taking that pain and turning it into power, which is how we earn bay that itch bay of that devil snake. Okay, what was a block? The Nine of Wands, repetitive patterns, doing the same actions. Wands are action, but expecting a different result. I remember Dawn talking about that is the house of Hansel and Gretel, and she's escaped. And I see it's like a crow walking away, exiting stage left. So if there was some kind of akke that was crowing, we've healed from that. The block was that we kept repeating a pattern, perhaps, but those skulls are also on fire when you took your power here. When you took the reins of your power, the soul drives the chariot. We had to align our head and heart to get there. And the opportunity now, the world is your oyster here. What does Spirit want you to know? The river Styx, Five of Swords energy, book ending the Six of Pentacles. Five of Swords is winning, just somebody's winning just to win. So if we're wanting to repeat another pattern because this is a block position, I read this shadow aspect of the Nine of Wands. So rather than completion of a cycle, nines are the end. Nine of Wands in reverse is repeating the cycle, repeating the pattern. So know that that is a temptation here, especially while we're healing. And we're still, this whole thing's all about how we're healing this fear and taking back the power from someone we feel took the power from us. Five of Swords. It's always play games with the devil, play stupid games. We're going to get stupid prizes. Spirit's wanting us to know here, if we do this again, you can expect the devil does what the devil does. If we're gonna play with the devil, we're gonna be running with the devil, then we're gonna get something that is going to cause more fear, going to cause us to be more addicted, going to cause us to repeat the pattern when the opportunity is to end the pattern. Okay, leadership for our outcome, Emperor energy. Now, an emperor without the empress, we did see her on the pre-shuffle. She flew on the floor, though. So if this is someone, again, trying to take our power, trying to be backhanded, that's what these producers did to Heart. And it's like when you're a songwriter, when you're an entertainer, Taylor Swift comes to mind. You can get your anger out that way. You just write a song about them. What's up with this Emperor? Three of Wands, manifesting the star. Okay, we've been manifesting someone who is in a leadership role, not someone who's going to lie to us here. Nine of Swords on that Emperor energy. Yeah, and then especially 99. I wrote, we've seen 99 for a couple days, and I can't remember if I did that today or not. It was definitely yesterday. 99 was in there. We saw the 12s and the 21s. I don't see it offhand really quick here, but this Emperor, Nine of Swords, that is the pattern we could be ending here. Someone that causes us to be in that stinking thinking mode. If we repeat a pattern, Spirit saying you're going to continue to not sleep, the opportunity is to get the hell out of Dodge. And like if that tower is burning jump. You don't want to stay in the burning tower. Your own talents here of that Rapunzel braid, you can escape with your talent. And this is a situation where you haven't seen like the final component yet. Okay. The Queen of Cups, there's our Queen of Cups energy of underwater. It's murky. She is indeed under the sea here. This Three of Wands, what we're manifesting is a way out. Okay. The Three of Wands, the Two of the Ask, the decision to take action in a different way or repeat an old pattern. You're trying to get out of here. And that's by following our intuition, because when we are, our near future energy is the Chariot. So you have to be in alignment of head and heart for that Chariot to allow the soul to drive forward. And only by filling your own heart's cup, that is the way out. I feel like this is what you're unleashing here. You're remembering your power, your intuitive power, especially with North Node moving into Pisces. Trust your intuitive hits here. What about the Star? Knight of Cups, a new offer in love. And here is an eagle. An eagle is one of the symbols in the world, along with an angel, a dove, an eagle, an angel, and a bull. Fixed energies. So the Knight of Cups is allowing the eagle to land on his glove here. The horse is stopped. The water is rushing up against him, much like this Chariot energy. But as long as you stay connected to your wish, the Star is time. We did see it took a month, 8/17 to 9/17, to record the song Stay just a little bit longer. And then they released that December 6th of 1977, which reduced to a 33, which we've been seeing, which reduced to a 6 of the Lovers. Okay, so you are hoping for this wish. And look, it's her hair, and we're looking to the sky for this. And it's like Spirit's going, the situation, you have it inside of you. Just click your heels. You could have used that braid to get you down there. And maybe you're just now remembering, oh yeah, I actually have a braid. I've been braiding this hair this whole time for this evil sorcerer or sorceress. And I could have used some of that to escape the tower, but now I'm having to jump. Okay. And by doing that, by staying strong, by going, whether it's by force or by your own braid, then comes in for the Queen of Cups, focusing on our heart's desire. Here comes the Knight of Cups. And that may be challenging this Emperor energy, 99, Nine of Wands, Nine of Swords. Again, guys, this devil tells us lies. Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. The power is in you of whether or not you're going to use your own resources here and use what you have to let yourself down out of that tower easy, or whether we got to be pushed out. Okay. High Priestess energy there. And there's our crescent moon waning down towards the new moon. So this will obviously be after the full moon of Monday, and it'll be a week after that full moon. It'll be half dark, half light. It'll crescent waning, and then in that 2-week mark from the full to the new. So 2 weeks, 1 week, so about a week and a half before we hit that new moon completely after the full moon. Yeah. Which is what I was talking about last night on the live. Okay. Justice is coming. High Priestess, 11 and 2. Okay. 10 of Wands, which I talked about last night. Jen's surrender energy that she got. But yesterday was a special path of surrender will be today. Yesterday was a special path of notoriety. The high priestess setting down this burden, this 10 of wands, or we have an opportunity to, we know we need to, that's coming in the energy, this balance. There's the 6 of cups, this person coming back from the past that caused us heartache before. This could have been emotional abandonment, as well as the spirit saying they ain't got nothing new to say. This devil energy is still in that energy. 10 of swords. They're only going to hurt us again. It's an opportunity to set down this burden using your high priestess energy. In order to get our 9 of cups wish fulfillment, we have to use that 8 of cups to walk away from a situation that does not satisfy our heart. Be your own damn knight, guys. You know what your wish is, and this ain't it. Okay, whatever this old cycle was, that's not it. What a man, what a man, what a mighty good man. Okay, someone romantic. In order, we got to get this crazy cranky emperor out of the way, because they're in the way of your 10 of pentacles here. The 10 of cups is encompassed within the 10 of pentacles, but it's not this old cycle. It is not the old cycle. Okay, guys, let me go ahead and get you out of here. I want to find out if we're going to use this deck here, and this is for either, you can take it as advice for you. Start with Aries, wherever that is located in your chart. There's that lightning. Learning to forgive. Maybe you never thought you'd get over this. And all of a sudden you're like, I'm over it. And when they try to come back around, there's an opportunity to end the cycle in a different way that leaves you empowered and not crying in your way days. Okay. And that's going to give us strength here as far as understanding the depth of our own intuitive guidance. Okay, it is for the higher good. Destined soul ties was in reverse. And then we have our learning to forgive energy back again. Let me get some riffle shuffle going on here. You can also count this as, let's go ahead and pull on that that pattern. I want to pull on this pattern of the past, this okay. Okay, block energy, blocking your best and highest good. Okay, so here on the 9 of wands, the first card that flipped, I need to reach out. I don't feel like that was, I wasn't asking yet. I'm going to put that up by the 10 of pentacles. That's crossed by you didn't mean it. If somebody is reaching out to you, Aries, then they're like, I need to reach out, or you think you need to reach out to this person, and in the environmental energy, either they think or you think that they didn't mean it. Taurus, triggers, not the tip of the iceberg. There's much more there underneath, but you've moved on here. So looks like we are exhausted, but we are using the energy to keep that 9 of wands upright and moving out of the pattern. Gemini, underlying motives. There's message in a bottle energy here, but what they're saying, I would not trust, especially if they've lied to you in the past, used deception, played stupid games with your heart. There's underlying motives in their message. That message hasn't changed. Karmic. South node, let go. Do not let your past hold you back. If it was a north node, the karmic energy could have been positive. And look, here's our matching moon. So after again, turning the light down on the moon about a week and a half from our full moon on Monday night. Okay, karmic energy there, guys. but you know it. You know it's a burden. I feel like you already know this. Okay, Cancer energy, your moon. Cancer, either you think, or if your person or situation in your chart, wherever that is, that could just be the home energy if you're not sure. You don't think of me. We got Daddy Saddy here down in the bottom corner. That is crossed by wrong time, wrong place. Okay. Let's look at Leo energy. There are other priorities. There are other priorities. At the bottom of the deck, lies and partial truths, environmental energy. Okay. There are other priorities. Let's look at Virgo. Pride keeps us apart. There's those doves of peace. And underneath the deck is more kitty energy here following that roller coaster of the Leo's environmental energy. It is worth it. And there's pins being stuck in that cat. Is it? Okay. Virgo, Libra. Some people never change. Those are the waves I was drawing today. They're more like this energy crashing up and kind of towards the high priestess. Okay. Environmental energy. Someone has unmet needs. There's those feathers. Okay. And then next would be Scorpio. Options are kept open, Scorpio. Options are kept open. If the Scorpio area of your chart, wherever holds Scorpio energy, keep your options open there. What's in the environmental energy for that? You still miss me. Someone is pretty convinced they can still just walk right back in here, Scorpio. But I feel like your third eye is like, I don't know. I'm not so sure about that. You're satis the theme of the reading, like you're set. And then this just comes in like a surprise here. I wouldn't be scared of this devil because again, I feel like you're different this time. It's only an opportunity to close the cycle. You have the power to see through this deceit. You sure do. Okay, Sagittarius. Options, something about the planter right here. I keep looking here. Isn't there a card called Bloom where you are planeted? Something like that. Okay. Yeah, Sagittarius. Allow for time and space. There's those kind of spiky bramble bushes wherever Sagittarius is in your chart. Hang back a tick on whatever this is. There are regrets. Always reminds me of Aquarius, just because of the vase and the water being pulled out. Also, temperance energy. Understanding dawns that we must find a way to reconcile and unite the past and the future. Okay, Capricorn energy. It's never over. There's this pendulum back and forth. A decision could be pending here, crossed by sacrifices must be made. Energy needs cleansed, balanced. That is selenite there on that deck. After Capricorn, we move into Aquarius. Someone is unhappy. So look at where the Aquarius part of your chart is. If it's in your career, for example, someone in your work environment is unhappy, or you are around that person or around you, the feelings are mutual. So if you're unhappy, they're unhappy. If they're unhappy, you're also unhappy. Okay. Pisces energy, inevitable. Sari pulled that card last night, and when I got into the shower today, I saw that sand timer again. It says inevitable, figure 8. So this was going to come back around, Pisces, so that in the new Pisces North node, you're beating it this time. You just didn't know that you've had this little spiritual upgrade. It's all an act, Pisces. So anything that comes back around, or if this is something recycling in the Pisces part of your chart, It ain't all that. It's not that in a bag of chips. It's all an act. And there's a little mini camper here. It's like they're just going to take off again. They're just going to take off again. Okay, guys, that is going to be it for me tonight. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you're fabulously well. I will see you guys tomorrow afternoon after the yogas. I'd like to pull in all signs and get a broader view with some more deeper questions so that we can really dig into this North Node energy once it kind of has a firmer foothold, if you know what I mean. Okay. I love you and I hope you are fantastically well. Enjoy your Saturday night. And that is goodbye for me for now. And much love from my heart to yours. Bye bye.